Hi theory students. Today we'll be talking about ternary forms. Ternary forms are three-part forms. In shorter pieces, each part may be as short as a phrase or a period. This kind of form, which is sometimes called a simple ternary form, features beginning and ending parts using the same theme and with authentic cadences in the home key for those beginning and ending parts. The middle section is often self-contained in a closely related key. Major keys tend to have middle section in the dominant. Minor keys tend to have a middle section in the relative major, although that's by no means required. Listen to example 23.6 from your book, from this short Schumann piece. It follows the A-B-A formal scheme. Authentic cadence in the home key. Middle section in the dominant G. Now back to C, and this is the opening theme we're hearing. In this particular piece, the repeating part, A, was the same as the opening. Sometimes the last section is a variant of the opening section, in which case we would label the last part A prime. When the middle section does not end on an authentic cadence in the secondary key, it's a continuous form, since that section can't stand alone. Sometimes the middle section will have a transition back to the home key, and those are those cases where it's continuous. A simple ternary form is distinguished from a rounded binary by both the repetition pattern where there is repetition and by the nature of the B section. Where there is repetition, if it's a rounded binary, then we may sometimes get that kind of scheme. If it's a ternary form where there's repetition, then each section gets repeated like that. Also, ternary forms have B sections that can stand by themselves. They're closed harmonically. In rounded binary, they're often transitional or modulatory and could not stand by themselves. A larger form, a composite ternary, consists of two complete forms, usually instrumentally binary forms or in an aria da capo, verse structures, strophic structures, with the first form repeated after the second form is heard. These examples include the minuet trio da capo, in which the minuet and the trio are each separate binary forms, or vocally the aria da capo, in which the verses of the song's first part are repeated. We'll cover these in class. And finally, marches and ragtime. Often marches and ragtime pieces, Sousa marches, Joplin rags, feature two contrasting binary forms. These are composite pieces like the composite ternary forms, but it's less common, although still possible, for the opening binary form to be reprised after the trio. We'll look at these as well, but as an introduction to ternary forms, that's all for today.